Alexander Volkanovski is going to be taking on Ilia Topuria in February. And I made a video about this previously, but God, how things have changed since then. I think Topuria is going. His chances are gone up by a massive amount, and Volkanovski is his biggest downfall is himself. Obviously he was inspirational after the fight, talking about his mental health and how it was just messing with him. He needed to get a fight in to keep him kind of, he had something to focus on. But it's quick enough turnaround. Like, he only fought 2 or 3 weeks ago. He got knocked out like bad as well, and he's got a fight book now. And Ilia's been off since what, June, when he fought Emmett. June. It's too quick of a turnaround to fight someone like Topuria with that power. It really, really is. And I think he has a very good chance of catching Volk. Although, it is a bit different fighting Topuria and Makhachev. That goes without saying. But it's its own problem in itself that Volk's only fought maybe one person with a similar build and size to him, and that was Mendes. And Mendes hurt Volk. He dropped him. So if Topuria can do, if Mendes can do that, I think Topuria can as well. And I see the technical side of what I was saying in my last video about this. I think it's pretty much all the same. Like, stuff's pretty much all the same. Just he got knocked out a few weeks ago, and he's already got a fight booked. Like, if you look at people like, I know it's not, but Usman, he came back after that knockout fairly quick. He fought in August, late August, came back in mid-March. 6 months from a bad KO like that, But then you have people like Pereira, who gets brutally KO'd, then goes up a division and wins. So it can affect people differently, but it's never, ever, ever a good idea to turn around quickly after being knocked out. Ever. And Volk's too stubborn. You know what I mean? He wants to be active, and I want to set records, but that same thing happened to Izzy, and we saw, like, he got beat by Pereira, he got beat by Strickland. So I think Topuria's chances have gone up massively, and I think this is really a very, very close fight. I do still think Topuria is a better boxer. I said that in my last video, and I do still think he has more of a submission threat than Volk, but I think Volk's IQ is definitely better. But I can just see Topuria catching him. I really, really can after that KO. And it's not the fact that he gets hit, Volk. Volkanovski gets hit. Max Holloway dropped him twice in the second fight, I believe. Definitely once. Mendes dropped him. Makhachev half dropped him in the first fight. Just got knocked out. He gets hit. And the Yair Rodriguez fight, he was getting hit, bro. That big fucking bald head was getting hit. So I honestly think Topuria's chances have gone up highly. But just because Volk's lost, he's still the champ. This is in his turf now. This isn't in Makhachev's division. He's ruled this division for probably 4 years now, 3-4 years. He's probably the only champion that's still about since before COVID. What he's done is incredible. He's probably the greatest featherweight ever, if not right behind Aldo. And when I win with Topuria, I puts him right up there. This could be Volk's last fight in featherweight as well, I think, because you have Mosvar versus Arnold fighting. I still haven't seen the UFC post about that, so we'll see. But it probably will happen, because I know Arnold is in Canada training, off his YouTube channel. But so is that really a big fight? I don't know. If Arnold wins, you could do that in the UK, and then that's a big fight. Maybe a co-main event. You wouldn't put that as a co-main. You might put that on a Leon Edwards card. If it's Bilal, put Leon as the co-main. But then again, defending champion in England, so we're not going to really do that. But that's a possibility that he says, what, fuck this, I'm going to give a lightweight one more run, and I'm going to take out maybe Poirier. Poirier versus Volk. I think that's a great Volk. That's a great matchup for Volk. I don't think he beats Gaethje. Or he could face, him and Charles is interesting. But I do think Charles deserves the next title shot. I don't think Gaethje. How many times are we going to see him fight for the belt? Like, I'm sick of it. He's fought for 3 of them. He's fought with the interim against Tony, fought for the real one against Khabib, fought for the real one against Oliveira. The division needs to move on. Maybe Volk versus Gaethje, but I think Gaethje needs another fight. I know it would live in a world where it's mad he knocks out Poirier and needs another fight, but that's what happens when you fought for the belt an unlimited amount of times in your last few fights. But still, going back to Poirier, I still think he's better boxing than submission. I think Volk's got better IQ and all that, but you know, Poirier, I'd say, has gained confidence knowing that, you know, Volk's been knocked out. I can knock him out. Makhachev doesn't have necessarily really hard power. I think he just catches people really well. You know, it's kind of like, you see someone like Derek Lewis who literally just has power, but I think he's very good at shot selection, Makhachev. I think that's what gets people down. So if for a prediction, I'll go with, fuck man, I really don't know with this one. It's gotten so much closer. I'm gonna go with an Ilia. I'm gonna go with an Ilia win. And just because I think he's going to be twice as confident knowing he can knock Volk out as well. I think Volk's rushing into it as well. Like, it's too short of a turnaround. If this was March, April, things would change. It'd be, 6 months then, nearly, in and around that. That's enough time to heal from a KO. But he's going to be in camp, soon, like in a few weeks. You know what I mean? Like, it's too short of a turnaround. I don't want to see Volk lose, man, because I'm a huge Volkanovski fan. But I gotta say what I think, and I just think he's turning around too quick, and I think it's such a close fight, but at the moment I could change. This is an early prediction. The one before this was an early prediction. So early prediction, I'm going with Poirier, but I could change my mind on this because it's really that 50-50, and I don't know what way Volk's gonna show up. If it's Max Holloway 3 Volk, then camp, you know, obviously there's a very good chance he's gonna win. But look how good Ilia looked in his last 2 fights. The Bryce Mitchell fight was undefeated. Bryce Mitchell was undefeated going into that fight. I know he has won his record, but that was an Ultimate Fighter loss many years ago. They don't count. I don't know why it's on his record. And then the Josh Emmett fight. I know Josh Emmett isn't exactly, he's only got a dug over right hand, but still a good win. Like, he just fought for the interim belt, beat Cater, beat Dan Ige. You know what I mean? So that's my prediction for this. Thank you.